for the so-called blacks and Latinos, Native Americans? Can't you tell you're at the bottom and you're suffering? It's not for you to sell over here, obviously. These ships, where the ships are? Yes. Basically, when you were carted over here to do slavery, all right, you weren't settling like the apostles over here, which I like. You didn't come over here in a love boat, man. And you weren't brought over here to relax like a vacation, all right? You were brought over here to do slavery, which we're still doing to this day, all right? I mean, ultimately, everybody in America are slaves because you have Social Security numbers. But who's in the forefront of that, man? Who's the bottom of the barrel? Who gets taken advantage of the most? Are the nation of Israel, because they're the poor of the world and also America. All right?
I'll go back real quick. Like you read about how the Most High gonna search Jerusalem with candles. Let's go into the teachers how the Most High was gonna send out to bring forth this word to Israel, because we came out of a dark state where we didn't know who we were. We didn't know our connection we had with the Most High until the Most High sent us teachers, beginning with Elder Abu Bivens. That's why the Apostle Paul brought it out. You know, the scripture said how you returned the hearts to the fathers. His name was Abu Bivens. Abu meaning father.
Yeah. And the candle represents the word. That's what we searching them out with through the darkness.
Yeah, Micah 2:10.
I got it right here. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
That's simple. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Talking to his people, the Israelites. Okay? So this place is not for you to settle here and relax. All right? Like these other fake camps do, talking about being prosperous in America or to chill and relax. And, what was that? Purple Boys. Yeah. Like the Purple Rangers. You know, we're talking about Nate's faggoty camp. And anybody who's not doing the true will of the Heavenly Father, the hell with you, man. And anybody teaching anything other than I'll say this way: anybody teaching against the scriptures and to say you should be comfortable in America, you're going off, man. All right? You should not be settled in America. You should be resisting America and the so-called white man. That's the spirit of a man of the Lord. To not be settled here. That's what the scripture's talking about. It said, arise. Read that again.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
It's not your rest. We're not made to rest here, obviously, man. We're not made to relax. All right?
An easy way to detect that is if a group is going into prophecy or not.
Yeah.
Now, when you go into prophecy, a major prophecy to come is America being destroyed. So why would you want to establish yourself as a people here in America when you know, according to the scriptures, it's going to be destroyed?
Exactly. Basically, just what you're saying. How can you settle in a place that's going to be destroyed? How are you going to relax where something's going to be demolished, man? If you know you live in a building, it's going to get demolished, right? But there's another word for demo, right? Demo, right? That are you going to kick back and kick your feet up and relax when you know the next day it's going to be pillared down? No, you're going to get the hell out, man. So that's what the message of the Most High is to get out by way of what? Waking up to who you are, man.
Like it tells you, Jeremiah, come out of my people, right? So why would the Most High allow us as a people to make schools like they want to do? They want to create schools and libraries and all this shit. Why would the Most High say come out of my people?
It's like Americans. I got a quick piece up because he went to Micah, the 2nd chapter, saying that this is not a rest. Because Isaiah 28, the point is at 12, but I'm going to start at 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, with stammering lips and another tongue, will he speak to this people, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith you may cause the word to rest. And this is the refreshing, yet they will not hear.
Yeah, that's the rest, the Bible. That's the rest when you go to ready to rest, the comforter, and this is the refreshment that was not here. They didn't want to come to the refreshment. They didn't want to come to the refreshment. So it's pretty obvious from that side. One of the ones that teach that is GMS.
We're the teachers.
We're the teachers. That's how we're our apostles. That's how we're able to search Jerusalem out with candles. The scripture says the word is a light unto my path and a lamp unto my feet. In Psalm 19:105, through the light which is the word like a candle. We're able to go and search and see what these guys are teaching. Tell and measure it according to the scriptures. Well, with this light, you got the prophecy, the instruction here, you got the RFID here. Well, we say light upon you, we're teaching the same thing. So now y'all that's not teaching right here, instead of when y'all leave, they're gonna be destroyed.
Yep. I got something real quick. In Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to my heart. Now the word pastor is from the Latin that means to feed. So the Most High was sending teachers that was going to feed you. They're going to feed you with this word. That's why when the Lord went to Ezekiel, he said, eat this rope. So it says, I will give you pastors according to my heart, according to his mind. Meaning the Most High will put his spirit upon us. And we're going to move according to the Most High's spirit. That's why the scriptures reference the spirit as a wind. That's where we get the word influence. Where in is in and fluid means to flow. To flow. That's why we see on TV, so this person influenced me to do this. Or this rapper influenced people to get tattoos. Or this rapper influenced people to get wear tight pants. They flowing with that wind. But that's the wind of wickedness. We're flowing through the wind, which is the spirit of the Most High. It says Mount Sinai. No, it's more. It says, I will give you pastors according to my heart, meaning to the Most High's mind, which should feed you. The word pastor means to feed. When you look at the etymology, it says, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Back in Zephaniah. This is back to the candles. It said they should come back. Zephaniah 1, verse 12. It says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled in their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
The Lord ain't gonna do nothing to us. The Lord ain't gonna do no good, he ain't gonna do evil. He ain't gonna punish us, he ain't gonna kill America. That ain't gonna happen.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
He ain't gonna do nothing. He's gonna sit up there in heaven and just standing there. Just sitting down in this great glorious throne doing nothing. But this is what they actually think. Because if they didn't think that, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. They think the Lord is doing what's right. But you don't feel the Lord. You know?
It says, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Therefore, their good shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. Their goods shall become a booty.
Yeah, their goods shall become a booty. Meaning what? Spoiled. They're gonna be robbed of everything that they settle in their leaves, that they preserve. They're gonna be robbed of it all. That's what it's gonna tell you in the book of Job. It was written by Esau. It tells you they shall store up silver, the righteous shall take of it. Well, y'all guys, y'all gonna be spoiled everything that y'all preserve. Y'all gonna be spoiled by Esau. Y'all gonna be spoiled by two-thirds of your own congregation. It's gonna spoil y'all, man.
And that goes to show you that, you gotta look at words. The word booty, it means spoiled. That's why people get offended.
It don't mean ass.
It doesn't mean, and even ass don't mean what you think it means. That's why people get offended, because they don't understand the meaning of words. Like, you're like, oh, don't curse. Well, the word ass is in Isaiah the 1st chapter. And the word booty means spoiled, and the ass is just a donkey. So people get offended at words that they don't even understand.
It says, therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation.
Your house gonna be left desolate, man. Of all your family members, including you. And all hell producing a society. Because martial law will be instituted in America. See, y'all wait until, I don't want to November, whenever that NBA season starts. I don't want to be here in November. I'm hoping the Kingdom of Heaven was last month. You know? I'm hoping the Lord came last year. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wait until November when the NBA season starts. What's going on with y'all, man? The hell is the NBA season, man?
It says, therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them.
Yeah, they're going to build crystal people. Who was saying that?
No, that was
Crystal people. You know? You're going to build houses, a crystal, you're going to have a crystal cathedral. Yeah. Come on, man.
And their houses a desolation.
Yeah, houses going to be desolate. You're going to build houses, but nobody's going to inhabit them. Alright? Because you couldn't tell you that. I believe it's in Luke. It tells you, he built up barns, not knowing that his life was going to be taken from him that very night. So you're building up houses, actually believing that you're going to be able to inhabit them. Not knowing that in the near future, your houses are going to, those very houses are going to be left desolate. They're going to become a desolation. They're going to be destroyed, but you in it.
It says, and their houses a desolation. They also shall build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof.
Yeah, you're going to plant vineyards, but you're not going to drink the wine thereof. I mean, you're going to put forth your hands to do certain things, but it's not going to prosper. Because you're looking for it to prosper in this world. What you're supposed to be, what it is that you're really supposed to be putting your hands to is the plow. And not looking back. When you go into the history of that, when you put your hands on the plow, right? What happens is you have the ox that's pulling the plowshare, right? And you're holding it. But see, you gotta hold it steady. It gotta remain even. If it's not even, what's gonna happen is the plow, the furrows in the ground are gonna become uneven. So you gotta what? Hold it back. Get that explaining it. Luke 9th chapter, in the 62nd verse. Put both his hands in the plow.
Right, Luke 9:62. And Yahweh said to him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. 9:62. Yeah, Luke 9:62. And Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
Yeah, so no man that put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. Now, when you have an animal, an ox or an ass, that's pulling that plow, you have to hold that, and you have to hold it steady. Because if you don't hold it, the furrows in the ground can become uneven. And if you look back and you're not focused, the furrows become uneven. So you gotta keep your head forward and you gotta hold the plow so as the animal is pulling it, the plow should remain straight and the furrows in the ground become straight. Not only that, you have the ox's goad in your hand. The ox goad, what you gotta use to actually poke the ox in case the ox gets stubborn and doesn't want to move. You can't do all that looking back. You gotta be looking forward and you gotta be focused. But that guys ain't focused. The guys don't do lessons. The guys will come out and teach. The guys, we watch when they break down scriptures. They don't break down scriptures like this. These guys don't even know how to feel the spirit.
They one-dimensional.
They one-dimensional Israelites. Don't think I'm they're when it's Jeremiah 42, Revelation 113, and Isaiah 1 and 3. Like the basics of the I was in the camp for 2 months.
What's that? Zechariah 9 and 13. 2/3. That's scripture.
And you know what? The Most High, he'll use those guys to the law and the elect with the basics. But you see, a lot of them guys not sincere. A lot of them guys is not spiritual.
Yeah.
But the Most High will use them to the law and they elect with the basics.
Yeah. Those guys be on basic levels maybe anything 20 years.
Yeah.
Back to Zephaniah. Zephaniah 1 and the end of 13, it says, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. Verse 14, the great day of the Lord is near, it is near and hasteth greatly.
Yeah, the day of the Lord is near and it hasteth greatly. Meaning the day of the Lord is coming quickly. And y'all not thinking about that. And mind you, these people out there walk past us, they so-called go to church. You know what I'm saying? They so-called claim they believe in Moses, claim they believe in Jesus, claim they believe in the Bible. And they ain't even thinking about the day of the Lord, man. The day of the Lord doesn't even enter their mind. Man, listen, we up there thinking about the day of the Lord every day. Every day. I hope I wake up, every day I hope I wake up in the kingdom, man. But see, we know prophecies gotta come to pass. We know it's gonna take time. We know the kingdom, we ain't gonna wake up tomorrow morning and the kingdom's gonna be there. We're gonna put the blessing on speed everything up in a couple of hours. But you can do that, but it's not gonna happen. It's gonna take time. You know?
It says, the great day of the Lord is near, it is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly.
Yeah, and the voice of the Lord, the mighty men will cry there bitterly. You hear them horns from the chariots, you hear that voices that come out of them. Mighty men are gonna cry there bitterly, man. When those blazes come out of the chariots, mighty men can cry there bitterly. They're gonna go to cry there bitterly. They're gonna be in fear. Yeah, men's hearts filled with fear.
It says, verse 15, it says, the day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
Right, and that's the time of the Lord, man. So why are you people so hopeful and wishing for the day of the Lord when it's telling you all these bad things are gonna happen, man? It's gonna be a scary time, man. Especially for the so-called white people who are the Edomites of the Bible, man. That's gonna be the time of your demise, as well as 2/3 of our people. And then at that time, you're gonna look back and be like, oh, those guys are wearing them dresses. You know what? They were actually right, man. All these things are happening.
Right? Okay, just add something quick. When you hear that, what the brothers talk about through the Spirit, what the scriptures are saying, a day of darkness, clouds of gloominess. Now, on the other side of that, you should think, man, or you should also think that's what it means to be saved. That's what it truly means to be saved from something like this. Or you should say, damn, how am I going to get out of that situation? Well, obviously, you got to believe and have faith in the Lord, and with that faith comes salvation. That's what it means to be saved from the Lord, to be saved from the upcoming destruction that's going to happen to America, like the scripture is talking about. When it talks about gloominess and darkness, how the hell, you got to think, how the hell am I going to get out of that? Well, to believe in the Lord, man, to believe in the Most High. And that's where that salvation comes into play, man.
Yeah, when you know, in the church they say you accept the Lord and Savior, boom, then that's it, you're saved.
Yeah.
I know that's not talking about what?
After 3 senses, you're saved.
Yeah, like damn, is that easy? Oh, how you accept the Lord, Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior, you're saved.
Yeah. How do you
Say seven Hail Marys.
Yeah. Can't forget that.
How are you saved and the danger's on its way? You know, you get saved when you get delivered from the danger. What's the danger? The plagues the Most High is going to bring. Like, people don't question. You got a person that could be in the church for 20 years. Don't question nothing. You ask them, what is sin? Their response may be, well, sin is something bad. Now, how do you know you're doing something bad? That's like you getting locked up. You ask them, why are you getting locked up? Well, because you did something bad. Now, how do you know you're doing something bad? Now, how do you know you're getting, why you being penalized? You don't even know why you're being penalized, or why the Most High is bringing destruction. Because sin is transgression of the law. You know, because when you break the law, you receive a penalty.
Right, and the penalty of America is America got a long laundry list of penalties or wickedness that it has done. This is why America is on its way out.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. That's why when the Most High, like the hurricanes, that's passing by, these are just like small things that's Most High doing. This thing's going to escalate. It's going to get to the point where people going to see things beyond their belief. You know, like spiritual things, seeing demons. You know, demons. It might be on the news, breaking news. There's a host of spirits that's walking through buildings and stuff. Who knows? But the Most High is going to show that it is Him, the God of the Bible, Yahweh, that He's bringing these plagues and He's going to bring the destruction. Because the Most High don't let His name be manifested. People would take these. People take that and give the credit to the different idols. So the Most High is going to let them know it is Yahweh.
It says, verse 15, it says, the day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities, against the high towers.
Right, and that's going into the destruction of America, man. Via the icing on the cake of that is going to be those missiles shot by those other nations, man. Right?
And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung.
Right, so this is going to be the time when you damn people are going to pay the piper, man. This is when you're going to be judged for all your wickedness, man. Right, and it's going to come a lot of different avenues. One of them, one of them is what? Anyway, one of them is what? The Lord, the Most High, just clearing his throat right now with those hurricanes, man.
That's right, yeah. You didn't category 5 is clear his throat.
You didn't even see the full force of the Lord's power, man. Right? He did it also with that earthquake that was the biggest in 100 years in Mexico, at 8 point whatever, 1 or 2. You know? So the Most High is getting rid of the judge's place in America, man. So you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up out of that deep sleep they're in.
It's crazy, like the brother just was going into. People are going to realize it's the Most High behind all the turmoil in America. But it's still crazy. Well, not crazy. We know what's going on. But it's still amazing though, that people can't wake up to what's going on, man. And then, not only is it storms and all this chaos in America, but it's happening with all this chaos, but it's happening in America, though. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm on the other side of the map, like in Russia or China,